Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So again, here is another client set. I have sanitized her hands and my hands, and I am just pushing back her cuticles with my cuticle pusher from NSI. I am then going to take my ceramic cuticle clean, and I am going to remove the cuticles. I really dislike this bit. It just doesn't do it for me, but till my other one arrives that I've ordered, I am just going to have to make do. I just find it really harsh. I'd find it a bit, you can't really get into them cracks as you would. So she had a little bit of hangnail on that pinky, so I'm just trimming that away. And I'm sorry, that's not me farting, that is the children blowing some trumpet they have. So I'm just removing the shine and shaping the free edge. I'm then going to go in and dehydrate all the nails with NSI Pure Plus and prime the nails with NSI Super Bond. I have applied a Super Bond just before application, and I'm applying a thin layer of clear to protect the natural nail. And then I'm going in with some Tammy Taylor's mint green, and I am just going to build up my nail. She wanted short almond nails, so that is what we are doing. I hope you're all really enjoying these uploads. There won't be another one now probably until Monday. I'm just going to try and get as many out as I can. So yeah, I'm hoping that you are enjoying these uploads. So I did put a bit too much acrylic on, so I'm just literally cutting into that with my brush and carrying on shaping that nail until I'm happy with the shape that it is, keeping my brush moist and just really working that bead so I can get it as perfect as possible with my shaping, so I'm not going to leave myself with too much filing at the end of the application. So I'm just patting that over with my brush, really making sure it's all flush and it's flat and it is smooth, and then just adding a little bit down by that cuticle and using the tip of my brush to get into that cuticle. Moving on to the next nail, applying my second coat of NSI Super Bond primer, and I'm going in and applying some Nude and Naughty by Neo Nails, because we are going to paint this nail at the end of the set in gel polish. So the same process applies. I'm just going to leave this here and let you watch me apply the rest of the nails, and I will come back to you when I need to. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with my ceramic smooth top safety bit, and I'm just going to file over the nails. I'm sorry I am out of frame a little bit here. I am getting a little bit better at keeping myself in frame and keeping my head out of the way, but I am still learning. As you know, I don't really normally do client videos, but because you all seem to be digging them, I have decided to do some more. So yeah, I'm just going over, getting in them sidewalls, trying to keep it all really smooth. I'm going down the nail, I'm going around the free edge, I'm trying to shape a little bit and go over so it's got a nice apex. Try not to file into it too much. Going around the cuticles, making sure there's none on the skin, and this will prevent lifting. Once I'm done with the ceramic bit, I'll then take my hand file and I'll just go in and perfect that shape. So I'm going up from one side around the free edge, and then I'll go over to the other side to make sure that the filing makes the nail itself even. You want to make extra care around the sidewalls and cuticle. You don't want to cut your client, so make sure you're working fast, but you are taking care in where you are putting your file. I know it looks like my little thumb is having like a little fit going on there, but it's just me removing the just to see where I'm at with the filing. I don't have like a twitch. Once I'm happy with how that is shaped, I then go in with my buffer and I buff over all the nails. Now I am going in on the ring finger and I'm going in with a white gel polish, and I'm just going to put one coat of this onto the nail, keeping it as clean as I can, and then going with my little brush and just clean away any excess gel that has leaked into the sidewalls or the cuticle. I'm then going to pop this into my LED lamp for 30 seconds. Once that comes out of the lamp, I'm going to go in with I'm going to remove the tacky layer with some isopropyl alcohol, and I'm going to go in with my Sharpie marker pens, and I'm just going to randomly draw some little splodges onto that nail surface. I'm using pink, purple and blue. So again, just trying to fill up as much, but it does leak anyway, so you know, obviously the less effect you want, just don't use as much pen. And then going to go in with my purple and just add a few little random spots. And then I will go in with some dehydrator Nail Pure Plus onto a little brush and just dot it around until that starts to react with that pen and it starts to flood and marble into each other. Then once I'm happy with that design, I'm going to leave that to dry, and I would move on to the other hand and do that finger. I'm then going to the pointer finger and I'm taking my NSI glue and I'm just going to pop on some Swarovski crystals, apply my top coat, and that is the set done. I hope you've all enjoyed it. I am sorry again for the screaming kids in the background, but I know you all understand and that it's not a problem. So thank you very much. Bye bye for now.